Our mission story this week is titled Farmer Plants Churches, and it's by Andrew McChesney of Adventist Mission. A Seventh-day Adventist minister asked Huang Wen-ming, a farmer with no theological training, to help plant a church in a small village located a 2.5-hour drive from his home in southern Taiwan. Wen-ming was surprised. He wasn't a church member, but he worshipped every Sabbath in his own village. He agreed to help. He spoke with a church member who had a female relative in the other village, Ba-eo, where no Adventists lived. She gave permission to start a house church in her home. Wen-ming and the pastor took turns preaching in the house church every Sabbath, and 6 people were baptized in 6 months. About a half-year after that, Wen-ming himself was baptized. Adventist leaders were impressed that God had blessed Wen-ming's efforts in southern Taiwan, a region where the church has struggled to make inroads. The Taiwan Conference asked him to plant a church in another southern village, Santee. 6 years later, that church was prospering, and Wen-ming was asked to reopen a church in Saitea. For the first time, Wen-ming was worried. He thought about his lack of theological training and prayed. 2 people showed up on the first Sabbath that Wen-ming reopened the church's doors. He encouraged the 2 worshippers to open their own homes to neighbours for Friday evening programs and to invite them to attend church services the next day. After 8 years, the church had 74 members. After 17 years of planting churches, Wen-ming said the secret is to follow Christ's method alone, which Ellen White described this way: Christ's method alone will give true success in reaching the people. The Saviour mingled with men as one who desired their good. He showed his sympathy for them, ministered to their needs, and won their confidence. Then he bade them follow me. And that's from the Ministry of Healing, page 143. Wen-ming, 75 years old, said he tries to meet people's needs. At Saitea, he brought mangoes, watermelons and guavas from his farm for a fellowship meal every Sabbath. After 3 years, worshippers began to follow his example. The young pastor who replaced Wen-ming as leader of Saitea asked with astonishment, "How did you grow this church? How can I grow a church like you did?" "Show mercy, be patient, be humble, and love others," Wen-ming said. "Just be like Jesus." And there's a photograph of Wen-ming here on his motorbike. Part of the 2018 13th Sabbath offering helped open 6 health-focused urban centres of influence in Adventist churches in Taiwan. Thank you for your mission offerings that help spread the gospel. And I've actually visited a church in Taiwan. And if anyone from Taiwan is listening, please contact me. I'd love to know that you're listening to this podcast from your country.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God and in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. I'll go to prepare a place for you. The Lord is coming, are you ready? The Lord is coming, are you ready? Would your heart be right if He came tonight? The Lord is coming, are you ready? Why will you wait, my brother? Promises of God all are true. Jesus bought your life on Calvary's mountain, and soon He will come again for you. The Lord is coming, are you ready? The Lord is coming, are you ready?